I'm going to give you a quick tutorial of everything that operates and how it operates inside this unit. This is one of the crisis vehicles, so it is set up to be able to dispense, and it also has your drawers, fold down table, fridge that can move, along with rear swivel seat here, up here, and then we will change positions, but we have the front fold down. So starting at the back of the vehicle, you have your overhead doors, which have locking mechanisms on all the overheads. So all of these are keyed together, keyed the same, but they also have in here, you've got dividers. So these are all compartmentalized. You can take out the dividers if you want. Your screens are bolted on up and down bars that have the ability of loosening hardware, and then this bar here can shift side to side, and the mount for your TVs are actually in these boxes. So you have a down bar here and a down bar here, and these can shift where you would like. You have outlets located at the back. At the very back, you have buttons here that control. So you have day mode, session mode, all dome, passenger light bar, which is exterior, rear light bar, and then all exterior and all off. This guy here, if we click and hold the power button, it does a total kill and only leaves inverter on. This is a good way to be able to kill the system. You simply just click power back on, it turns back on your backlight. So you can see, click day mode and it comes back to day mode. You can click session and it kind of lowers the lighting and sets a better scheme, I guess you could call it, for whenever you're actually in counseling. So on the other side here is you have all your breakers. Breakers start at the front driver's side and go in a U shape around the vehicle. So if you pop a breaker here, this is for 110 power and all your outlets. Going down below here is you have your output for your S-bar. So you can kind of directionally set your S-bar heat. This here is your solar controller. So this gives you the ability of monitoring and having solar power that comes in, trickle charges the system. Behind this panel, you have your cradle point internet. You have the components of which you provided, along with your camera system to be able to remote in and be able to see your camera system on the exterior of the vehicle. So all tech is inside this cubby here. And as we move forward, we have your battery. Now, a little bit of a walkthrough of the power system we'll do in a minute, but you have your battery, your master kill switch, you have your safety relay, and then on the front side of the box is your inverter, which helps give you your ability of having power coming in through AC in. It gives you your power back to your battery and charging. Let's take a look back up here at your screen. So up here on the screen, what we have is we can go into drop-down menu, and you can go into monitoring. It kind of gives you different settings. Go into control, and it lists all your different things that you can control. But for ease, you click favorites. Now favorites gives you the ability of seeing your battery. So if you click your battery, it pops up and gives you what your information is on your current battery state, how much is charged, how much you're pulling, and then time remaining is another one. If you want to see shore power, so this is like if you plug into shore, it's going to show you that you're connected, current coming in, and all these different avenues. The last thing is your alternator. So this gives you the ability of seeing what your vehicle, what the battery is, and then amperage going into the power bank. So this is a good thing here. Day mode, like I mentioned, it's kind of that setting that gives you that brightness to be able to see. In session is one that kind of dims things down, makes it feel a little more homey. And then all off inverter on is a click. Click it again and it kills the system. Basically turns everything off except for the inverter. Tap the screen, comes back awake, hit in session, and it brings it back to that in session setting. So you can power on and off cameras individually, but your day and in session modes actually go ahead and turn on your camera and your cradle point. This is more just individual dome light control, but this guy here, if you click accent power, you can see that the accent lights go down. If I turn them back on, if you hit play, it starts cycling like a rainbow through different colors. So whenever you hit play, it's going to start cycling, and right now it's turning over to orange. But if you say, hey, I want to stop this color and I want it to only be that color moving forward, like let's say we want it to be this greenish looking color, click off, which means pause. And whenever you click that, it actually stops it wherever you were. This is exterior light controls. And so this is basically a simple breakdown of simple controls of how to operate your system. Now, in this, you have down below, you have a master kill switch for your battery. And so let's say, you know, something's not functioning right, inverter disconnects. The best thing to do is here and under your hood, you have one right here and another one in your hood compartment, or in the engine compartment. If you turn this off, it's going to kill the system. So we just disconnected all power to the system. So this is basically gonna give us a hard reset. So let's just kick this back on. Let's give it a minute. You start to hear things kick back on. While it's kicking back on, you're gonna be able to start to hear things ramp up. It's gonna be trying to find those settings. And so once these lights go solid, you can just power the system right back up. And that's a really good reset. So if you don't have power coming out of these guys here, out of your outlets, things aren't working properly, something doesn't seem quite right, just flip that switch, leave it off for a good 30 seconds, flip it back on, and that's gonna give you a good idea. Now on your seats, we can go down here and you have a lever at the front of the seat, right here. And if you pull it to the side, it allows you to slide your seat forward and backwards. So this is on the front, and you can see it right there. Now on the other side, I'll spin this around here. You have one that you can push forward and backwards, and it's this guy right here, and this allows you to spin the seat. Let me move this forward again. There we go. So you can move it, so if you put that backwards, you can swivel the seat by this lever. So let's just lock it back in straight. And then this lever allows you to go forward and backwards. This works the same for this bench and that bench. Now let's flip positions. So whenever we start looking at this seat here, you have 3 levers. So we release this seat. So you release to now. Now if you press this in, it takes off and you can pull it towards you, and it gives you the ability of folding this down. Now once you fold it down, you're gonna hear it click. And then if you push this down, you can pull up, and then you can actually rotate the seat back. And it fully locks into position, gives you the ability of sitting here comfortably. It gives you leg room, it gives you basically all your spacing that you need. But let's say you wanna put it back down, that's perfectly fine. Just fold the seat back down, okay? Take this lever here, pick up, and just let the seat go back, and for safety, just reset that clip. And as I showed you the switches in the back, you also have switches above the slider, and you have switches in your front area. Camera system is pretty straightforward. If you click, you just click which camera you want to look at. And so this just gives you all the different viewing angles that you're looking for. Pretty straightforward, pretty simple. So that's a walk through your unit. If you have any questions, please reach out to customer support. They'll help take care of you, and we'll make sure that we help you, assist you on all your needs. Thank you.